I was like, I don't want to post this to my page, but I did come on here yesterday, and hold on, this scarf is a little loose. I wanted to come back on here and continue the conversation from yesterday about surrendering control. Why this is so okay. About surrendering control. And yesterday I came on here and I was just talking about how I was like so frustrated and feeling very out of control over the weekend, dealing with just various life things that were going on. And I was trying to figure out the best way to navigate the situation and get some clarity while also feeling so out of control. And I was just describing my process and basically explaining how I just felt very out of control with the situation I was going through personally. And I was feeling really frustrated and angry about the situation because I realized that a lot of a big part of that process and what I was navigating dealt with surrender and allowing myself to surrender in a way that I wasn't as comfortable with. So I was describing that. I was describing how I've been realizing how God really is so potent and powerful, and we really can't do things on our own. And as soon as we allow God in, we're able to just get so much clarity. And oh my gosh, this cat is huge. I keep seeing the same cat out here, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed. I really want a cat. Thank you guys for being here, just talking about surrendering control and how I learned a really, really, really big lesson on that over the weekend, and how I was really frustrated with the situation and angry because I realized that something was beyond my control. But at the same time, I had to learn and accept that in life, things are just not always gonna be in our control. I was talking about how God is just so amazing and so powerful that we literally can't even fathom how miraculous this energy of creation is. And we try so hard to control things, but when we're controlling things, we don't leave space for God to come in and show us the miracles that do exist in our reality. And so I think that's one of the biggest lessons I learned. And also, I realized too over the weekend, God was giving me guidance and telling me how to approach a certain situation I was going through. But because I was like all in a tizzy and all in my feelings, I didn't really want to listen to that guidance that I was getting. But that was something else I was talking about on yesterday's live. God's guidance, and Lori talks about this as well, which I mentioned yesterday. God's guidance is so clear. It's a very calm and honest voice. It doesn't feel fear-based, but it feels like truth. Like when that guidance comes in, it's a very clear and honest voice that it really just, I feel like it just keeps it real. Like it says it to you in a way where there's not a lot of emotionally charged energy, but there is an energy of just truth and honesty. And that is such a beautiful thing to experience in a reality that is so chaotic sometimes and so full of noise. So that was something else that I wanted to just express. But as you continue building a relationship with God and learning what God's voice feels like and sounds like for you, because we all have our own process and journey with this, you'll begin to discern how God shows up for you, how God gives you clarity, how God speaks to you. You'll begin to discern the way that God is giving you messages and signs in your life, and you'll be able to discern how you're experiencing God's guidance in a way where you can feel when it's your ego, and you can feel when it's just like God. Like you'll be able to feel the difference. And I feel like, hi guys, thank you for being here. I feel like God's guidance is a very calming voice. Our ego is a lot of times driven, and it's a lot of times driven by a status or achieving some type of external glory, if that makes sense. So um hold on guys, sorry, I'm feeling some energy. mm, okay, let me see what y'all are saying in the comments. La 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 la, thanks for being here guys. um my name is Lala. I am the creator of the I Pursue Collective. I like to say it like that, like I Pursue Collective, a safe space to talk about spirituality. If you're resonating with my video, definitely like, subscribe, share this with a friend. And I do have a free Patreon community, which I will drop the link to below this video, as well as any other helpful resources. But yeah, I feel like we try to control things because control feels like safety in our reality. But something that I'm realizing is control is actually, it can be good sometimes and with certain situations, but a lot of times, so much clarity, so much peace, so much expansion comes from when we surrender control. I think a lot of the habits that we struggle with, a lot of the things that keep us stuck in life, a lot of the pain and suffering that we go through is rooted in a desire to control. When we let go of that desire to control, beautiful, miraculous things happen. They really do. They really, really do. Watch how your life changes when you start to surrender control and create more space for God to come in. Watch how your life changes. So guys, I think that's it for tonight. I wanted to just drop in. Um, I'll be back very soon. Definitely planning to come back Thursday, but stay tuned because I may come back before then. And I really just hope everyone has a beautiful night, and that something in this message can speak to you. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Peace until next time.